Alright, here we are. We're back at it. We are ready to meet the gals of the Golden Bachelor, featuring some lovely gentle ribbing from Claire Hoffman, me, your lovely host. But first, we've got to meet our lad. Here's Gary. Gary is 71 and from Indiana, where he is brag, the proud owner of a lake house, 2 daughters, and 2 granddaughters. He married his high school sweetheart, and then she died in 2017. But he's ready to find love again. And he seems like a sweet guy, but I do have a problem with his hair. Something about it is wrong. Probably the color. Because, 71 with, chestnut brown hair just feels a little bit wrong. There's, some slight whiteness at the temple and on the stubble, but just touch of gray throughout. I don't know. I would like it better that way. But here's our first lady. Here's Anna. She is 61 years old. All the women are supposed to be at least 60. And Anna is a retired nutritionist from New Jersey. She loves foraging for mushrooms and going to the farmer's market in her spare time. And she has 3 daughters, which is very mom. But she skis and snowboards with them, which is very not mom. And this is a line that I took directly from Anna's bio on the ABC website. And it says here, when Anna dives with sharks, she goes cageless. And this line is problematic to me because of the syntax. The syntax feels totally insane to me. When Anna dives with sharks, she goes cageless. When Anna dives with sharks, she goes cageless. I think the problem I have with it is it's providing too much information in just one line. I don't already know that she dives with sharks, but then, out of nowhere, it's when Anna dives with sharks, when she dives with sharks, obviously she's going to dive with sharks. But that's not obvious to me, so it feels crazy. But I guess she dives with sharks, and when she does so cageless, no cage. She is bold, she's crazy, she's wild and free. Next up here we have April, 65. And on the right of the picture, you'll see some blurring. There's a couple of things about this photo that I want to point out, actually. The blurring on the elbow. I didn't do this. And, it's not in all the photos, but it's in some of them. And I don't know why they only blurred some of the photos a little bit. The other thing I want to bring up about this photo is the amount of chain jewelry there is in all of this cast. Here is our first set of chain jewelry. Her necklaces are super chain heavy. Anyways, April is a therapist from Florida. She describes herself as having a zest for life. Okay, yes, go off, queen. And the third thing about this photo that I find interesting is this is the second photo we're seeing of our ladies. But none of the other ladies have a chair or any other prop in them. So it's what is so special about April? She also had a partner who died, so maybe that's something that is going to bond her to Gary. She also said in her bio that she loves Taylor Swift and Bridgerton, which reads to me as pandering, maybe she's trying to play the fans here and wants to be an influencer after the show. We can't rule that out, even though our ladies are old. And she also loves roller coasters and finding pennies on the ground. Who doesn't? And she has a tattoo of her nickname, which is Presh, and I find that abhorrent. Next up is Christina, who's 73. She looks amazing for her age. Christina is a retired purchasing manager from Sierra Madre, California. And she says that she's in her go-go years, not her slow-go years. Ayo. She loves pickleball. Love that. Something popular. Bringing some audience love to her. And she saw the Beatles in concert in the 60s, which is a huge flex. And she also has plans to skydive with her oldest grandson because she's got crazy stuff to do with the rest of her life. Edith is 60 years old. And she's also a retired realtor from Downey, California. She describes herself as a hopeless romantic. And something that was a shock to me, in her bio, it says that her job is retired realtor. And then later on, it's like Edith works as a realtor. Currently works as a realtor. What? 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 Why is she lying? Who's lying? Where's the lie? Is it true that she's retired or is she not retired? Anyway, she loves eating a big breakfast in the garden, which is cool. And she also makes hand-painted birthday cards, which I find adorable. Next up, we've got Ellen, who is 71 years old. Love the feathered top. Ellen is a retired teacher from Florida, and she has a great sense of humor, which I'm excited to see on the show. She also has 2 sons who she plays pickleball with. Pickleball is huge with this crowd. She idolizes Michelle Obama. And she also says that she watches television in her free time, which, like, hello, me too. Next up is Faith, who is 60 years old. The blur out strikes again all over this image, right, left, center, wherever. She's from Washington, and she's a current teacher. Suck it, Ellen, you old retired hag. Not everybody is retired on this cast. We have some current workers, and we have some people who truly can't figure out whether they're retired or not. She's also done diving with sharks. She didn't mention anything about whether she uses a cage, which makes me think she probably does use a cage. And she would also love to join a band, so maybe she's going to be here in it for the fame. And she has a horse, which I am obviously going to hate. Next up, we have Jeannie, who is 65. This is Jeannie. Slight blur on the right side. A little bit of a chain earring going on. Jeannie is a retired project manager from Tennessee. She describes herself as a hopeless romantic. And she looks up to Princess Diana, which is cool. We all love Princess Diana. And she's a certified scuba diver, which it's like rule of threes vibes. What are they planning with all of these underwater women? They all have these weird, intense underwater hobbies, which makes me think that they're planning to do that thing from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation where Tom Cruise had to hold his breath for 6 minutes and go in and swim and trade out his key, code, whatever. That's what I think they're going to do on a date this season. And this is another line that was straight from Jeannie's bio. It says Jeannie's favorite color is neon, which I have a problem with because obviously neon is not a color. That is insane to say. It would be like me saying that my favorite color is light. Next time we have Joan. Here is Joan. Gorgeous. A lot of blondes this season. Joan is a private school administrator from Maryland. And her bio says Joan is really something special, which is, feels like a backhanded compliment. She lost her husband to pancreatic cancer, so that might be something that she can bond with Gary about, losing a partner. And she loves to dance after a few glasses of wine. Hey. And Joan's favorite food is a big juicy burger, which is cool for her. Love that. You go, girl. You, go, go, go. Girl. Next up, we have Kathy, who is 70 years old. This is Kathy. Chain jewelry strikes again. Chain necklace, hello. Kathy's a retired educational consultant from Austin, Texas. A lot of people in the education business in this cast, which gives me hope for my future. Hello, I don't have to worry about not having been on The Bachelor yet because I can go on when I'm freaking 70 years old. This might be a wig. No judgment, obviously. People have a lot of stuff going on with their hair, but this does look like a wig to me. She doesn't just have a zest for life, which is what April had. She has a contagious zest for life. Kind of suck it, April. Kathy walks 5 miles a day. Her grandkids call her Kiki, and Kathy is, capital letters, obsessed with Christmas. Next up, we've got Leslie, who is 64. This is Leslie. Kind of a chain earring going on. Leslie is a fitness instructor from Minnesota. And her bio said that she's a former pro figure skater, but I've written flop here because I have scoured the internet and cannot find a picture, a video, like her record as a figure skater. There's no indication that she's ever done anything of value in the figure skating world, so I think she might actually suck at figure skating. She has 3 kids and is also a grandma to 3 grandkids, and I've included her spelling here because I think it's awful. Like, why would you? It kind of looks like the spelling of llama. But she also has a mini Aussie doodle named Billy, which makes her redeemed in my eyes. She's looking for a quote-unquote real man, and she went to a Post Malone concert and hates mice, just for some extra color here. Maria, age 60, is next. This is Maria. She is a health and wellness director from Teaneck, New Jersey. She's described as a firecracker. She loves tennis and pickleball. She kind of can't pick a side there, which is fine. Racket sports are huge. And she said in her bio that she has never gone paintballing but is open to trying it, which I think is a really cool thing to say, because a lot of people are kind of presenting who they are based on their character traits or their experiences, but she is kind of doing something new and trying to present who she is, not only based on things that she has done, but things that she hasn't done. And that's kind of exactly the behavior that I expect from a firecracker. Also, Maria loves Valentine's Day. Next up is Marina. Marina is 60 years old. Blur strikes again there on the right. I am loving the little swaths of white framing her face. Marina is an educator from Los Angeles. I don't know where we draw the line between teacher and educator, but she is an educator. She is a mom to two, quote, impressive kids, and ABC can't print anything that isn't true. So obviously this means that every other kid of a contestant on the show actually sucks. So I would be offended if I were those kids. If I were those kids, I would be really, really scared. She said that she can't wait to make Gary casseroles, which kind of feels like a stereotype of a man who's 71 years old and from the Midwest. But go off, Marina. She has 3 master's degrees, so what do I know? And she refuses to stand in lines, which is iconic. Next up, we've got Nancy, who is 60 years old. Here's Nancy, slight blur on the left. A little bit of a change jewelry vibe from that dress. She is a retired interior designer from Virginia. And she has a golden doodle named Max, and she also loves watching college basketball. She also describes herself as a hopeless romantic. She only dances at weddings, but when she does dance, she really goes off. And she loves Bruce Springsteen. Hello, who wouldn't? Next up, we've got Natasha. Natasha is 60 years old. Here she is. Little chain jewelry moment and slight blur on the right. She's a pro-aging coach and midlife speaker from a New York City, baby. And I do have a problem with both of her job titles. Pro-aging coach, I don't know what she is coaching. People are going to age. So it's like, is she just like talking about how that's good? And it's like, why does your age have to come into you being a speaker? Do you only speak to people who are midlife? I don't like it, and maybe we'll hear more about it, or maybe it'll be one of those like nonsense job titles like former child, that people that come on The Bachelor like that and then they're gone within an episode. She loves walking around Central Park because she is from New York City, baby. She wants bell bottoms to make a comeback, so I'm guessing she's got long, beautiful legs. And she said in her bio that Natasha's favorite thing to do on a date is laugh. I love that for her. Next up is Pamela, who's 75. This is Pamela. Chain jewelry, hello. Also, her hair looks absolutely stunning here, which I shouldn't be surprised about because she's a retired salon owner from Illinois. And she's ready to say goodbye to her single years. Hello. She also describes herself as a hopeless romantic, and she loves to sit in a hammock and sip a cocktail, which sounds like the thrill of a lifetime to me. Pamela can't get enough Judge Judy in her life. Pamela can't get enough Judge Judy in her life. Pamela can't get enough Judge Judy in her life. Pamela can't get enough Judge Judy in her life. She's trying. She's really trying to get enough Judge Judy, but she can't. Somebody won't let her. They won't let her. Why wouldn't they let her? Next up is Patty. Here's Patty. Patty is 70 years old. Hello, skinny neck. Her neck is so skinny. She is a retired real estate professional from North Carolina. She's not a realtor. Don't get it twisted. And if she looks familiar, that's because she's former Bachelor Matt James's mom. This is Matt James. So you might have seen her on the show before. Add another talent to the Zest for Life column. She loves ping pong. And another sentence that I'm obsessed with here. Patty loves her body glitter and encourages you to do the same. The syntax here is insane. Patty loves her body glitter and encourages you to do the same. Patty loves her body glitter. Patty loves her body glitter. Patty loves her body glitter. She loves her body glitter. And she encourages you to do the same, meaning she encourages you to also love her body glitter. This feels like two sentences of like one information. Patty loves her body glitter. Patty loves wearing body glitter and encourages you to also love wearing body glitter, but she didn't say wearing. I don't know. I love it. Peggy is 69. Here's Peggy. Gorgeous. She's a dental hygienist from Connecticut. She went back to work after retiring because she just loved it so dang much. And she also has a Bichon Frise named Libby, which I love. And she would love to be Jennifer Lopez for a day. Hello, who wouldn't? You get to spend all that time with Mr. Ben Affleck. And she loves go-karting because she is young at heart. Next up, we've got Renee, who is 67. Here's Renee. The blur strikes again. She's a former Chicago Honey Bear cheerleader from, you guessed it, Chicago, Illinois. The bio calls her a striking beauty, which I only mention here because I get bad vibes from her. I don't know if it's her intense stare. I don't know if it's the weird neckline of her shirt, her weird hair situation, like it's flipping out on one side. I don't like that, but she really wants to meet Harry Styles. Maybe she's not here for the right reasons. And I'm also putting her on Wig Watch. Like the part does look like real hair, but there's something off about it to me. Next up, we've got Sandra, who is 75 years old. This is Sandra. Sandra is a retired executive assistant from Georgia. She's a cruise lover. Hello, Mom. She's not afraid of PDA, which is great for if you want to be on the show because they show it on TV, on national TV. She won Wheel of Fortune, which, again, I think is a great source of potential drama because it's like, why are you hopping from reality show to reality show? You're not here from the right reasons. She has a high credit score, which is good for her, bit of a brag, and she loves every NFL team, which I think is a great strategy because then you literally never lose. Next up, we've got Susan. Susan is 66 years old. Chain jewelry going off. And we also have our blur has struck again on the right side. And to state the obvious, she looks like Kris Jenner. And the veneers here are intense. It's intense to look at. She is a wedding officiant from Pennsylvania. A fun fact about her, she has a pair of pink go-go boots. Hope she brought them. And she also loves eating leftovers from the night before. And she sees it, guys. She dreams of having lunch with Kris Jenner. Obvious source of inspo for her. Next up, we've got Sylvia. Sylvia is 64 years old. She is a public affairs consultant from Los Angeles. The first line of her bio on the ABC website is, Sylvia is a total girl boss, but I cannot knock it because she's a proud UCLA alumna. I have to support her. She's never been married, which I find interesting because I think most of these ladies are either widows or divorcees. And she says that she enjoys lifting small weights because she is a queen of safe fun. And she makes a famous pistachio cake. Release a recipe. Next lady we've got here is Teresa, age 70. This is Teresa. She's a financial services professional from New Jersey, and she is completely self-taught about the stock market. She loves 70s soft rock and hard rock. Why choose? She loves to spend her time looping and reading romance novels. She is a girl after my own heart. And that's all I've got for you. That's all of our ladies. Can't wait to see what happens this season. I will be reaching out for you to draft your faves, so I hope you are keeping track of who you like. Goodbye!